Hello and welcome everyone to this week's edition of the calendar. I'm Michelle Horst here, of course, with the Herald-Mail's lovely lifestyle editor Crystal Schelle. And Crystal, we have all kinds of events coming up. It feels a little bit more like summer than spring lately, but we have a lot of cool things going on. So why don't we go ahead and get started?
Well, the first event is Joe Clare. Now, he is a comedian and entertainer. People might know him from BET's Rhapsody from the 90s.
Well, I was going to say that I can't say that I've ever actually seen that, but his name sounded very familiar.
Yeah. And the thing is, it's like he's a rapper. He's a stand-up. What he would do, too, is like he would stand-up comedian. Being a stand-up comedian was his bread and butter. So he would do that night. He'd also do the Rhapsody in the 90s, doing hip-hop and stuff like that. And he's also appeared on such films as Lord Help Us and she's had a couple of TV appearances.
Maybe that's where I was saying ABC's Greek. Okay.
Yeah. So, he'll be there. Nemo Williams will open the show. We actually have, we were probably just talking a little bit over his video, but he's pretty funny. I was listening to the video, and this was even for a gospel show, All Stars. So it's going to seem like it's going to be a really fun evening.
Okay.
And, a lot of poking fun of everybody and just come to laugh.
So now we know he's comedy, and we always kind of mention when we do so, is this more adult comedy, Crystal, or is it, you think, kids are okay? I know it's at the Maryland Theater, so it kind of... I
think it's more like older adults.
Okay.
Older kids, rather.
Probably high school.
Yeah, high school age. Because the one, like I said, the one I saw was for the gospel show, so that was more PG. I'm not really sure. I think that's really along his lines, more likely. He's just a funny guy, and I think it's a great opportunity every time we get a nice comedian here at the Maryland Theater.
Yes, at the Maryland Theater. And so that is going to be 8:30 on Friday, of course, downtown, and then their website, marylandtheater.org, for more information, and of course all their other shows they have going on down there. So it's always great to check them out. Now, let's see, the National Pike Fest, and this is something that I remember, this has gone on for a really long time.
Yes.
I remember being little, and the wagons and the horses would go, and you couldn't drive down 40 all day.
Yeah, that's basically, it's still kind of like that. A couple years ago, I actually rode in the back of a wagon from Clear Spring to Wilson Store.
Okay.
So, which is one of the stops. So it's great. Now, it starts in Clear Spring Friday night. People can come out from 5 to 8. There's live music, great food. It's a fun night. I got up there a couple years ago for the first time. It's a fun night, Friday night. The people will be camping out. Some of the horses will be taking care of the horses and everything. Then on Saturday morning at 10:30, they'll leave Clear Spring, and the wagon train camp will be open to the public. They'll leave Clear Spring, and there's other activities in Clear Spring throughout the day, and then they'll mosey on down to Wilson Store on 40, and they'll stop there. Kids can pet the horses, ask questions, and then from there, they're going to stop at 2 o'clock to 2:30. They're going to be at City Park. Now, these are estimated times. They are horses.
I didn't realize they then went to City Park afterwards. It's pretty
So, these are estimated times.
Okay.
And then Sunday at 1:30 is the final stop in Boonesboro. They'll actually spend the night, and I do believe they'll spend the night in City Park.
So is everybody dressed up in attire? Are they reenactors or no?
No, not reenactors as much as a lot of them have like the specific wagons that would have been seen on the National Pike.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Some people do dress up, some people don't. It's all depending. I mean, let me tell you something. I'm not a person to get car sick or anything, and it was so hot that year, and I was in the back, and it was just, it was the rock. And I'm thinking, how could people make it the whole way out west on one of those things?
And I do get car sick, so thinking about that to me, it's just kind of like,
well, here's a little tidbit that they reminded me at. The whole point of this is to celebrate people's move west, right?
Okay.
Well, the event goes from east to west. I mean, from
west to east.
Instead of east to west. So they would start in Boonesboro and move to Clear Spring instead of the other way.
They go backwards.
It's just easier, I think, for the horses and traffic and everything.
I'm sure that's always a very congested day.
If you've never brought your kids out to see that, or you've never seen it live.
All kids like horses.
Yeah, it's a great event.
So
people stop and, just watch.
So it's 3 days, as Crystal mentioned. There's a couple different times there, but if you go to nationalpikefest.org, you can get all of that information. Of course, as she said, they're going from Clear Spring to Boonesboro on those days. It'll be fun. Bring the family out. Lots of fun to be had. And from Horses Now, we're going to go to the, the Just Lookin' Gallery.
Yeah, the Feminine Touch art exhibit will be open at Just Lookin'. Just Lookin' is actually our neighbor here on
Summit Avenue.
Summit Avenue. So it's great.
She says, "Where are we?"
You're like the Antietam Summit.
They're at 40 Summit Avenue.
Yes. So it's great because it's 10 artists, and there's going to be a woman, San Diego sculptor, Mantuleta Brown, I've butchered her name, and Chicago-based artist professor Joyce Owens are two people that will be exhibiting their work. It's a great place to go and see all types of events. They have exhibits pretty regularly, and this is just it's come free. Check it out, and
cool.
see someplace you probably won't get into very often.
And I think it's Manuelita Brown.
I took French.
I did not. And don't ask me to speak any more Spanish. My Spanish teacher from HCC would be very upset with me right now. But anyway, that's the Feminine Touch art exhibit is from 1 to 7 Saturday and 1 to 5 on Sunday. And as we now have figured out, we're here on Summit Avenue. It's a 40 Summit Avenue is the Just Looking Gallery. And Crystal, I can honestly say I've never been over there, and I feel they're so close to us, so we should make sure we go and check that out. And it's our favorite price. It's free. Do they do donations, I assume, probably?
I'm not sure if they do or not. But yeah, they have all types of, they'll have exhibits and the regular stuff in there. So.
Okay. So that is going to be from 10 a.m. to 5:30. Let's see if I got this right. 10 a.m. to 5:30, Tuesday through Saturday, noon to 5 on Sunday. And so the exhibit is 1 to 7 on Saturday and 1 to 5 on Sunday?
Yeah, and that's just the regular hours.
Oh, the hours. Okay, so we have 1 to 7 on Saturday and 1 to 5 on Sunday for the exhibit. The other hours is for the gallery itself, and it starts this weekend and then goes till August 3rd.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so those are just a few events coming up on this week's edition of the calendar. Stay with us, though. We'll be back after the break with lots more to come.